Ugh. Hello. Alright. Is it live? Can y'all hear me properly? Please say hi, Will, I guess, if it works. 1 minute late. Ah, shit. Am I really? Fuck. Wow, I really am. That's unlucky. Papa's here. You can hear? Alright, cool. Okay, yes, it seems to be working. Awesome. Nice. Yeah, and I think... Yeah, alright, this looks proper. Nice. Alright, let me ping my Discord and post on Twitter real fast. And then we'll be chilling for a little bit. Nice. Alright. Whoops. Yay. Awesome. Alright, cool. Hi, everyone. Alright. I forgot. Normally how I do this is I literally just... Wait, hello? That should totally work. Ah, there we go. Alright. Let's see how this looks. I think it should look fine, even though, like, I normally don't have a webcam going. Congrats. I'm sure some of you are just seeing my beautiful mug for the first time. How am I doing today? I'm fine. I've done, like, absolutely nothing. So, like, you know what? Today seems like a good day to stream. Let me bring this down a little bit as well. Yeah, this looks fine, actually. Nice. Spamming? Oh, you are annoying. Alright, hold on. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, Jason, so fast. What the hell? Thank you, Piggles. Jason, your Kusa covers, Yoroshika, Yobanashi Deceive are dope as hell. Have you considered more stuff by Eve? Thank you for the $10, Jason. I really appreciate that. Jesus Christ, that was fast. More stuff by Eve. I do need to, like, listen to his newer stuff a bit more. But, yes, it's definitely something that I want to do in the future. Right now, though, my priority is I need to put Roki out because, like, everything is done. It's all done. I just need to send it over to Dictate for mixing. Also, I need to turn this music down. It's loud as shit. At least for me. Hey, Chippy. What's up, dude? How are you, bro? Right when you were about to go to sleep? I mean, it happens. At least you're here. Doing the best I can right now, but I'm okay. Alright, well, that's good. I mean, improvement from before, I suppose. Now that this Rice Guys is gone, how is everyone doing today? I'm doing... I hope everyone's doing okay. What with... I don't want to say... COVID's definitely not... It's not dying down, unfortunately. But, I know a lot of states are, like, reopening and stuff, putting more pressure on, like, schools and everyone to go back to work. It's ridiculous. You're almost at 100K. What the hell? Time flies. Dude, I can't believe it, honestly. It's really, like... It's weird to think about that I'll be at a six-figure number in, like, the next, I guess, it's probably going to be in the next, like, 2 weeks or something. Probably, maybe even less. It might be, like, 10 days or something like that. It'll be before August, which, speaking of which, I do definitely have to, I have to do something for that, but I'm not sure what. I haven't really thought about it. I'm definitely going to do, like, a stream of some sort to commemorate. I'll probably do, like, a concert sort of singing stream. Maybe do a medley. Roki's the 100K special? No, it's not. I mean, it is coming out, like, around when 100K happens, but it's not, it's not the special. Karaoke stream? Yeah, most likely, Piggles, yes. Do a 100K commemoration, like, commemoration stream, I suppose. Because I think it would be fun. Another Q&A? I was thinking about that, too. I might do that more for, like a special like Patreon only Q&A, because I figure I should do something to like thank those people other than just the normal stuff, you know. There is no way. Hey Poke, what's up? A coincidental 100k special? Yeah, something like that. Oh, hold on one second. Alright. My bad. Medley will be great too, though. Yeah, that's the other thing. I was just watching a video of like a 10-minute bossa nova Vocaloid medley that I thought would be cool to do for 100k. I was thinking about doing that, even though it would be a lot of work, because it's 10 minutes long and there's like 20 songs or something like that. So yeah. Am I winning? Oh yeah, dude, I'm winning. Winning so hard, dude. How 100k? How can I not be winning? You know. And yes, I do have a Discord server. I think it should be in the description, unless I just forgot to put it there. Oh, I really did forget to put it there, but you know, I do have a Discord. It's always in the it's always in my video description, so you can just join through that. Jesus, Jason, what the hell with the $20 super chat? You're a beast. I've been going through a freaking lot lately, and your music has been really helping me get through all of this. It's been rough, but I'm okay. I'll be okay. Thank you, Will. Your music saved me a lot. Well, Jason, do not worry. I will continue to be doing music for the foreseeable future, probably for the next few years, I'd imagine. So, I do hope that you stick around. I do appreciate that, though. Fucking hell. $20. You're a beast. Why stream on YouTube? I don't know. I mean, like, it's just, I mean, having more of an audience that is like, having an audience that's more focused on like the music aspect of what I do is a bit nicer than just going to stream on Twitch for people who only know me through Osu, which is, it's just like weird because a lot of those people, it's not that they don't care about the music, but a lot of them are NPCs and are really annoying. So I like streaming to people who actually like have more of a vested interest in what I do as opposed to just playing video games. Played any games lately? I know what I just said, but pretty much just Osu, not really too much. I've been playing some CS, but just with my friends, just like sort of goofing around. Nothing crazy. Those are your fans you're talking about? But they're only, but they're not like, okay, I don't want to like try and remove their legitimacy in any way, but a lot of them are only there for like the circle jerk of Harumachi Clover and like what else have I done? Like Pop Stars or Snow Halation, which is not something that I want to be. That's not the only thing that I would like to be known for, if that makes sense. Listen, Hatchet, you wanted to try Hollow Knight? Yes, I haven't gotten around to like overhauling my stream setup to do like for other games other than Osu yet, so I haven't done that yet. But yes, I am going to be doing that for sure. He returned for the second arc of the anime, but the hype was short-lived. Yeah, that dude is a little. Of all the things to spam, why black rice? I don't know what that actually means. Twitch is weird because it's about the game, where here it's more about the channel and the... Yeah, it's more about the music, but even so, a few of you know I'm going to be moving to Boston in the next, like, month and a half or so. Once that happens, or even before that happens, I'm going to be making a lot more of a push to improve my marketing on this. Because right now, what I feel like is that most people, they just know me for... Not even me. They know the channel for music, and that's it. They don't really... They're there for the product, not for the personality, if that makes sense, which I think it does. So I'm going to be doing a bit more, putting a bit more effort into doing stuff other than just music, because that seems to be a bit of a... not a dead end, that's definitely not what I mean, but improving my reach so that more people can appreciate the music has always been a goal of mine, and now I figure 100K, that's a big number, and sort of proves in my mind that doing this as like much more of a full-time thing rather than just a hobby is viable if I want to live off of it. But it's gonna be hard. So I'm gonna go. We'll catch the black rice guy when he comes back. All right, peace out, Pickles. Take care, man. I'm not gonna lie, if we're talking about Eve, his songs didn't really have much of an impact for a good chunk of time after Last Dance. Yeah, that's a lot of things. Like, he really did start to make just a bunch of like, not generic, but not very impactful music. Like stuff like Heart Connect. It's a good song. I did want to do it. It's not bad for sure, but it just sort of exists. There's not really. Wasn't it like an ad for a chocolate company as well? I heard that too. I think that is true. But yeah. Your Lemon cover and Ein Klein cover have both really helped me feel a bit better about the death of a good friend. Thank you. No problem, Renry Blossom. Yeah, that like those are songs that I want to do more of, like stuff in that sort of style that people can relate to a bit more. Well, maybe not that they can relate to. I think people can relate to Heart Connect just because it's like it's a love song. There's not really a whole lot to take out of it other than that. But something that is a bit more meaningful, I think. Yeah, an ad for chocolate. Yeah, it was. I knew it. But yeah. Raisin Ditter and Snow. They were... Raisin Ditter was a... Actually, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I didn't know that was an advertisement song. Interesting. It was an ad for a college? What? I did not know that at all. Wait, he's a shill. What the heck? Oh my god. I did not know that. Raison d'etre? Oh, okay. I see. Racing into the night helped me get through a bit of self-hatred during my birthday. That song was, yeah. I'm surprised that didn't get more popular, honestly, but it's probably just because of the bad timing. Because I didn't realize that Rachie was going to be putting out her cover of that, like, almost immediately before mine, so I was like, well, I guess I was a little too slow. But it's okay. Her cover was good, so it's, like, not that big a deal. Hololive covers. That's the other thing, is David has been getting hella into like that sort of VTuber culture. He's been watching a shit ton of Hololive. He's been watching a lot of just some of the more popular VTubers, and me and David are gonna be having a meeting soon of just like, I don't want to be a VTuber. Let me just get that out of the way. But I want to figure out exactly what they're doing and try to incorporate that into my channel. I want to become a VTuber without actually being a VTuber, basically, because they are cashing the fuck in. They are so smart. Like David was watching some of it. Every single decision they make, like marketing wise, is genius. Like their audience is so big, and it's obviously for a reason. You know. I'm French, you butchered it? Yeah, I'm sorry, Nassar. I just can't pronounce that sort of stuff. Did you see Pinocchio P and one of his animators did a song for a VTuber free? No, I did not see that. Do more New Kujitsu? Soon, maybe. Hitchcock, Lemon, and Deep Indigo is what got me into your channel, and they really helped me when I was in a rough part of my life. Thank you so much. No problem, CT. People really love the Yorishika stuff for whatever reason. I mean, like, I know why, because it's it's popular stuff. But yeah. Had to go now? Alright, take care, Hexagons. As a fellow YouTuber, do you have any tips for a newer starter of things to avoid? To avoid? I mean, like, it depends on what you mean. I don't know. Like, it depends on what you're trying to do. So I'm not really sure. Like, just all I have to say is, like, don't be afraid to put out stuff that sucks at first if you're like not experienced, you know, because you're gonna look back on your old stuff all the time and be like, I want to delete this, but you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. Yoshika is good, but I don't stand them or anything. To me, Yoshika got kind of boring pretty fast. Like they have good music for sure. I really love Say It. I love Hitchcock. Deep Indigo. Yeah, all of the songs are really really good, but they do have a formula. A lot of their stuff sounds very similar. Tuyu, yes, I do like Tuyu as well, but they're the same. Like they're in the same boat as Yorushika, if that makes sense. They also have a very, very concise formula when it comes to making their songs, at least in terms of the sound. It's because it's acoustic, it sounds a lot more moody than hopeful, and fits the tone of the lyrics more. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's also true, yeah. I really enjoy the acoustic sound when it comes to, like, really popular J-pop, you know? Fuck, my eyes are really itchy. Oh my gosh. We actually made it. What's up, bestest boy? 2 is good, but like kind of have that kind of style you get bored of. Yeah, because all of their stuff sounds so similar. Like their most popular stuff is really formulaic. Covers behind the scenes for 100K. Yeah, people have asked me to do like a workflow stream about where like how do I make a cover, but or not a stream, but like a video like showing how I do it. But the problem is like it's not even that I'm not open to the idea. I don't think anyone is gonna get anything out of that because it's like everything I do to make a cover is really it all just comes from my own head. There's not really any specific step that I take when it comes to recording, you know? I was doing that for 4 or 5 months until my channel didn't go anywhere, so I decided to change a bit, and it's been pretty good. This is my first time here. Oh, okay, I see. Well, glad you're here, TK. Yeah, I mean, what do you do for your channel? I don't know what your topic is, really. The reason why I'm not bored of one of Yorushika songs is because my friend and I always scream Elma as a joke for no reason. Well, that's fair. I mean, yeah. Music is weird because it can really help you like music can really help you like form relationships with different sort of people. Like you can really make connections through music in ways that you wouldn't expect. Like that it's literally just an inside joke with a lyric, but now it's something that brought you and your friends closer. Just whatever for his covers, and it kind of works. God, it couldn't. I mean, yeah, I mean, actually, that's what I do. Like, I'll record the main vocal, which I do tend to follow pretty rigidly, and then I'll just be like, what harmonies would sound good here? And I'll just, like, sing random shit until something fits, and I'm like, oh, this sounds really cool. All right, we're going to keep that, and then we're going to keep going. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. Any tips for translating lyrics and starting a cover channel? Just make sure that the lyrics rhyme, and the syllables match up properly with the original syllable count, and then you should be fine. There's really not that much else to it, I don't think. Like, whenever David writes lyrics, that's all he does, and it always comes out good. Granted, he's also better than, like, almost everyone when it comes to trans lyrics, but, yeah, there's not really any other rigid guideline, I would say. Jason with the $5. Holy shit, man. Considering I want to get into that stuff, I can't read. Oh wait, I just had like a seizure or like a stroke. Considering I want to get into that stuff, it would help me a lot personally as I try to learn how to make music. I'm writing a song right now, so okay, I see. Well, all right. Well, maybe in the future I will make a workflow video. And thank you again for the $5, Jason. I appreciate that, man. Have to go. Just got yelled at for doing too little today. All right, take care, Dimagone. My closest friend and I are obsessed with Hiroki Sawano soundtracks. Yeah, he's pretty good. I make animation memes, speed paints, and from time to time when I do something that looks okayish, I post. Yeah, not the best life choice. Yeah, that one's a pretty hard it's hard to blow up in that field. You definitely have to have a really good idea just writing wise if you want to get into like speed paint. Like speed paint is a really saturated genre, I'll say. Like a lot of people do that sort of stuff. So you need to have something that sort of sets you apart from other people if you want to start to blow up quickly. Juby's lyrics got nothing on David. I feel like I'm gonna get attacked now. No, hard agree. But Juby is pretty good at writing lyrics. But yeah, David is A1, top tier. Have you heard of Hachi and Anashi, and do you have plans of covering their songs? I do. I know a lot of Hachi and Anashi, but to me, a lot of his music, other than like the straight rock songs, which are good, a lot of his like the like electro swing stuff is really too busy for my taste. So I didn't really want to cover that sort of stuff. Kurani's lyrics are pretty good, but they don't always match up with still was like with peace sign. Dude, Kura's weird to me because like he has really good covers for sure. He has a lot of really good ones, but I feel like just as of very late, the lyrics aren't as good. Honestly, I hate saying it because I don't like talking about people like that, but it just sounds like it doesn't. The inflection of the English language that he puts on specific parts of songs are very strange, in just in my opinion, which is why I've been sort of like lately. But usually he's like good, which is why I was like, I hope he doesn't like continue to do that. Indirectly bashing on. I mean, it's not really indirect. I just like, I can't help but not think about it, especially when it comes to English covers, you know, because it's like it's what I do. I have to think critically about other stuff. But yeah, I mean, I don't like talking about people like that, so. Yeah, I'm happy that he came back, though. Like, for what it's worth. I know he was going through some stuff, like identity crisis sort of stuff, where I remember he switched to that, he rebranded to Kuraisi and then was doing, like anime stuff on his other channel. I was like, do you, but I don't understand why you would abandon your already grown channel. And then he went back. So, I mean, obviously the passion was reignited a little bit. Still love Hachi's music though. I mean, yeah, it's each their own. It's just not for me, personally. Doesn't flow as well in some parts. He usually used Juby's lyrics. Oh, did he? Oh, I didn't know that, actually. He started to write his own, so he's definitely learning. Yeah, I mean, like, of course. There's always, like... When people first started writing out... Like, even when David first started out writing lyrics, like, they weren't, like, top tier. They were obviously, like, not bad. They were definitely better than most other people's. But he really got into it, like, I'm gonna say, like, a year after we started. Maybe a little longer than that. Maybe a little shorter. Like, somewhere around there, David really got into his groove, and now he's a beast. Juby has like 2 good songs, to be honest, Yuki, Yesterday, and Sand Planet. That's each their own. I mean, she's definitely really good at writing lyrics, so that's already something that she has over most English cover artists, I would say. Like, she is a talented lyricist, no doubt. Favorite of the songs you've done is Say It. Yeah, that tends to be a pretty popular theme. People really like Say It. But thank you, dude. I do appreciate that. Chisana Koi no Ucha is one of my favorite series songs, but I feel like it's underrated. It's not really underrated. I did a really bad job singing that song and mixing it, so I can't really listen to it anymore, but I'm happy you enjoy it for what it's worth. I didn't mean it in a bad way. It's definitely good to think critically and figure your music out. Yeah, no. I'm not saying, I don't think you were trying to attack me, Callan. Don't worry. What's up, Yurion? How are you, dude? With most things in the creative department, your first year will kind of suck, but after you start to get... Yeah, dude, my first year and a half is like a wasteland. Like, almost everything I did was, like, hella bad. Which is why I'm amazed that stuff like Ein Klein, which was, like, my 3rd cover or something like that, is still getting a lot of views. And it's objectively, like, quality-wise, not good. My singing was not good. The lyrics were fine, but the singing was not good, and... Yeah, but meanwhile it has like 350k or something like that, and it's probably because of the Camp. There's a Camp Automatic that got super popular with the song, and that's probably why. But still, very strange. Reichi's covers? Reichi's a beast. Reichi's really good. I do notice that lately she hasn't been writing her own lyrics. Like a lot of the time she's like barely been writing, which is um like not a bad thing, but I find it weird because she usually writes her own, but lately it's just been sort of like she takes the first English cover that comes out and just like I'm just going to use these lyrics. I mean, it still comes out good, so I don't really care. Oswald, The Mistaken Belief of Love. Yeah, people really like the Nier Kajitsu stuff. Oswald was my favorite, and Charles. Yeah, I'm happy that people like Charles. For sure. You're from the 69 likes. Yeah, don't stress. The first video of yours I watched was on Klein. I mean, no, it's fine. It's fine to watch it. It's fine. It's fine for you to like that stuff. It's just, as the person who made it, I know what I'm capable of now. And I don't want to, like, I can't listen to it because I know that I can just do so much better, you know? The Camp Camp Animatic is how I found... No way. Wait, really? How many views does that have now? I don't actually know. I want to take a look. Ein, Klein, Camp. 450. Oh my god. It's got more than my actual cover. It's at 455k. What the frick? God damn it. I mean, I'm happy that it's still popular. But like, fuck. So that means that my videos got technically like 800k. Or the people, like 800,000 people have heard it. Which is cool. Also Octavia. Octavia is really good too. She's the one I'm doing the Roki cover with. I just need to, it needs to come out. I miss Octavia as well. She's been working on some stuff though, so I think she's going to be making a return pretty soon. Like, she's been tweeting about how she's been working more on singing. Yeah, her high notes are crazy. Her range is ridiculous. You found it via my Summertime record cover because I was a new Kagepro fan and slightly obsessed. Ah, okay, I see. Gotcha. What's up, Kappa Papa? What's up, man? Octavia's cover of Rats Died is epic. Octavia is, like, strange because, like, she covers so many songs that, like, no one knows. And yet, they always do really well in terms of the algorithm. I'm like, I wish I could do that and just, like, find these hella obscure Vocaloid songs and sing them and just, like, make them more popular. Miyashita Yu does the same thing now, where he just, like, occasionally covers songs that have, like, 15,000 views, and then his covers, like, explode and do super well. Did she leave due to family issues? No, I don't remember why she left. She was definitely having some, like, IRL stuff going on, which is partially why she didn't want to do it. But, I'm not sure the full extent of it, but she's coming back, so that's good. Haven't listened to any Octavia. What's a good cover to listen to as a start? Her cover of Hated by Life itself is really popular now. That one's pretty good. Delusional Girl and Failure Girl are pretty good as well. You found me through Lost Time Memory. I mean, that's a good one to... That was a good cover, so I'm not upset about you hearing about me through that one. I'm about to mention Hated by Life itself. Yeah, that's definitely her, like... That's her... I think that's her most popular cover now. Octavia. I'm just gonna look because I don't remember if that's her most popular anymore. It's at, like... Yeah, 1.2 mil. Jesus Christ. Oh, but Bad Girl Online is actually her most popular. But Hated by Life itself is number 2. So, that was kind of close. The first video I watched from Will was Ein Klein. Only got into Will's content through Never Lost Word. I remember doing Never Lost Word was such a weird experiment. Not an experiment, really, but we really, like, rushed that. I think when the song came out, we did it, or when the off vocal came out, rather, we did it in, like, the day that it came out. David was like, off vocal came out. I'm going to write lyrics right now. You record it as soon as it's done. We put it out. We started in the morning and put it out at night. We really were like, we need to get on this immediately because we were like, we knew it would do well. But yeah, I still wish we, like, in hindsight, I definitely should have done it more justice. Like, I definitely didn't try as hard as I could have. But you hate that song? What? I think it's a good song. What do you mean? Octavia's cover of Orange is so beautiful. I take back what I said about no good Orange covers because I forgot she covered it. I haven't actually heard that cover. First Will video was one of Ayano's songs. It was probably Additional Memory if I had to guess, just because that one is significantly more popular than Ayano's Theory of Happiness. You found me through Kurainu's Electric Angel cover. Yeah, that was a weird one as well. That one took a lot longer to come out than I would have expected because, like, Kura messaged me on Twitter and was like, hey, do you want to do the song? I was like, yeah, sure. I recorded my stuff, or David wrote the lyrics. I recorded my stuff, sent them over to him. And then it took like 2 weeks or something like that to come out. But then the video did really well. So can't really complain, you know? I'm happy that I did it. It's a good song. And it's also like the only decent Electric Angel English cover, as far as I know, currently. So yeah, I think that was definitely a good move. A good time. The mixing was just a little weird. Yeah, that's because I did it in like 10 minutes. I really did not do a... I really was not the best mixer in my first year. Are you planning to release any MP3s of older songs like Kokoranashi? It's definitely one of my favorite that you covered. I'm probably going to do it within the next... within the next year, I'll probably take all the stuff that I've done and just put it all up. But I just know it's going to take me forever because I'm going to have to re-render all of those files and then put them up on Dropbox. It's going to take me a couple hours, most likely. Oh, $2 from Matthew Shin. Thank you very much, my man. Hello. What is up? Thank you for the $2. I appreciate that. What happened to the Wildside cover? I just never finished it. I don't know. I think at this point it's probably been too long for me to put it out. I also kind of want to do an arrangement of Bloody Stream now, just because lately I've been listening to a lot of the JoJo opening and ending music, and that song fucking slaps. So I really want to do that. Also, a ton of people suggest it. Like every single time I put on an arrangement, people are like, "When are you doing Bloody Stream?" Even on random community posts that I'll put up about saying like henceforth or Racing Through the Night, almost every time I'll see someone be like, "Where's Bloody Stream? Please do Bloody Stream." And I listened to it. I was like, yeah, I probably should do it. Hey, what's up, John? Your timing with streams is impeccable. I was deadass recovering from a panic attack. Oh my gosh. Hope you're okay. Jesus. Apparently Juby's gonna do it because Juby's gonna do what? A Wildside cover? I cannot imagine Juby singing Wildside at all. Like, the way she sings is the way... There's so much, like, grit in Wildside, like the original, that I cannot imagine Juby ever doing it. I guess you probably mean putting up all the MP3s. I'd imagine that's what you mean. But still, now I can't stop thinking about Juby singing Wildside. God. Wait until Beastars Season 2 comes out, and then Wildside will be popular again by proxy. That's not a bad idea. Does anyone know when Beastars Season 2 is actually coming out? If anyone knows, please let me know. These streams are usually relaxing and will help me chill. All right, well that's good. Yeah, I hope to calm me down a little bit. 2022? Wow, that is a long ass time. Jesus. In home, in bed, pants off, ready to chill. Damn, sounds like my kind of evening. Let's go. Yeah, 2022 is a long way off. Just moved to North America, so now I can pop into these streams easier. Let's go, Miller. Hope to see you around more. Have I watched Dr. Stone? No. I've heard some things about it. I don't really know much, but people seem to enjoy it. Man, I wish that it wasn't coming out in 2022. If I could, yeah. Well, whatever. It happens. The new Fruit Basket ending Eden. I do not actually know that song. Soul Eater? I haven't seen that either. I have not been watching like any new anime, like none at all. I've been watching movies more. Like I recently watched what is it called? I've been on a Marvel movie binge, watching all the like the Iron Man movies and the Spider-Man movies. They're so good. Like all the Avengers stuff is like my shit. Superhero movies are my favorite. Don't watch solely to read it. I think that's gonna take a long time for me to read it. Maybe though. Marvel or DC? Oh, Marvel. There's no question. DC? Who actually watches DC over Marvel? Like, I feel like the answer is like the significant minority of the American people. I do. What the dude? DC is like so sleeper, man. Like Batman versus Superman, or you could watch the Avengers. Like, come on. DC is little trash. Okay, it's not trash. I'm not gonna say DC's trash because it's not. But like, if I was given the option of watching like Justice League, or like what was it, like Suicide Squad, or I could watch the Avengers, it's like, dude, I'm just watching the Avengers. It's happening. DC is carried by the Joker. That's also true. Joker's a good movie, but I don't even know if that is that even a DC movie. It's not really, I don't think. A Daddy Daddy Do cover? I do want to do a cover of that. But the opening's pretty old now, so I think it might be, I might have already missed the opportunity, you know? DC just can't make movies. The comics are kind of bumping. That's fair. I haven't really read many. Oh my gosh, my stomach. I haven't really read like many comics. I don't read comic books that often, but I do hear that DC comics are pretty good to read. Just not good to, just the movies suck. Daddy Daddy Do. Is Daddy Daddy Do like is Love is War still airing right now? Is it still like popular? I don't even really know. I've never watched the show. It just ended? Damn, that is unlucky. It just ended. Fuck. Damn, that's so shitty. If it was like 2 weeks ago, I'd probably have just done it with like I would have asked like Momoki or someone to sing it with me. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's still worth it. But then again, or I could do something like Bloody Stream, which is like timeless. Like everyone loves that song and probably always will. Joker was a good movie, even if I felt somewhat threatened as a woman in that theater. I mean, that's fair. Yeah, it was an intense movie for sure. I enjoyed watching it though. Like Joaquin Phoenix is such a good actor. Watched the anime first and read the manga. Hardcore anime fans are gonna shit on you for that one, but to each their own. His acting was literally fantastic. I couldn't get over it. Yeah, he's so good. I'm sad though because I've heard that he's a bit of a prick in real life, which is like kind of sad. Just because like he knows who he is, and it's gotten to that point where he just like he knows he's the greatest. Do I listen to ASMR? I actually, lately, I've been listening to a little bit, just because it helps me calm down somewhat. But it really depends on, like, what it is. A lot of it just makes me feel, like, super uneasy. He's not fake nice. Well, I think I like that better, though. Yeah, like, completely honest. Like, I like blunt and come off as a bit of a jerk. Like, I like that persona more than, like, super fake nice, like trying to appease everyone that talks to you, because that's just like boring. Not only is it boring, but it's like I think I'm pretty good at picking up on social cues, and I know when someone's doing it, so I just think it's insulting. So I just look at them, I'm like, okay, so you really just obviously don't care about like what's happening right now, so why are you trying to come off like you do, you know? That sort of character trait really like puts me off. You find it hard to watch anime because I can't enjoy myself. That's fair. I mean, yeah, a lot of it is really slow, like regardless of genre. So that's totally fair. His speech at the Oscars went pretty hard. Oh, I haven't actually seen that. I'll have to watch that. That LA personality. That's a good description of it. So much of that right now in music recording art school. Dude, I went to music school for like 2 years. That shit was everywhere. It was like insufferable. I was like watching people, because like after the first 2 weeks where I just like made it a huge effort to like try and talk to people so everyone knew who I was. Like after that, a lot of the time I would just like sit back and I would just like watch people interact, and I was watching people try and talk to like the better musicians or the more like respected musicians, and it was so obvious that so many of the people who were worse just like didn't actually like the people and were just trying to like be friends with them to like make their lives easier, I guess. And just looking at it made me really like, I was like people are weird. I don't like this. I don't like this environment. You know? Maybe that sounds kind of shitty of me. But yeah. Borderline cruel and unusual punishment. I wouldn't go that far, but it's like, I don't know. Watching people be fake is very strange. Superficial people seem ruder than just plain rude people. No, because a lot of the time, rude people, like, unless they're being rude just to, like, spite you, I think a lot of the times, blunt honesty is really taken... Like, people are so sensitive nowadays, and specifically in the US, people are so sensitive now that being blunt is taken as being rude. Like, telling someone that they're bad at something, I don't think is rude. It's like, yeah, I'm sorry that you don't want to hear this, but being told that you're good at something when you're actually not, I'd argue is more harmful than just saying, yeah, you have to, like, you should try to get better. It's not entirely related, but I guess that's where I ended up. That's where the sentence ended up. Also, what's up, Tynamo? How are you, man? I've always stood by the saying that theater kids think they're celebrities that just haven't made it, which really explains the way they usually act. That's the other thing. I guess I should have phrased that better. In the music school, there was also a theater department. Those are mainly the people I was talking about. The fakeness that came out of the theater department, specifically in my school, I'm not saying this is the case everywhere, but in my school specifically, was unreal. It was like I was watching these people like go about their lives, and I was just like, do you like yourself? Like, do you like how you're acting? I don't think you like how you're acting, because I know I don't like how you're acting. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Tynamo. Just hanging out. Sugarcoating issues is the worst type of social behavior. Yeah, but that's the problem, though. It's like, I tend to be one of those people, I think at least, in my personal life, I tend to be one of those people that's like, I'm just going to, if you're bad at something, I'm just going to be like, damn, you're like, not that good. But the problem is people take criticism so personally that you get vilified if you try and do that. And specifically in the community I'm in now, in the Utaite community, that is like, it's super frowned upon to be like that. So I don't really do that like in my online persona, but I wish I could, because I would, you know. I hate to sound like, but then it's like, if you do that, you sound like a bully. So that's not the type of reputation that you want to build up. People expect sugarcoat. Yeah, it's really like the societal norm now, which is kind of sad, at least to me. I hate when people only be your friend because you're good at something. That's kind of annoying as well, but I think still being fake is worse. Finding like actual feedback is actually impossible. I'd rather get, wow, this is trash, than another cool. Well, I also don't like having to what's it called? Like being super like really mean for like no reason is also not something that I'm cool with. Cause I've seen people just be like you're shit, like you should quit. Like that stuff is like It's like too far. I prefer like constructive blunt criticism is what is the best form of like negativity, I guess. Just mindlessly shitting on something is not cool either. You like getting criticized for your art because that's how I know what to improve on again. See, but that's a good mentality. No, that you should be like that. That's a great way to be thinking. But a lot of people are very sensitive, especially once people begin to get a following. People get hella sensitive. Like, I know, I've seen it happen. I used to be like that. Like, I used to be pretty sensitive about my stuff until I realized, like, I should just, like, stop being a bitch and take criticism. But yeah, because I think once people, like, begin to, like, get a following, they really get an ego a lot of the time. Petition to get the stream name changed to Grow with Will. Have the fireplace and all. I mean, they all rhyme. Like, I think Will and Chill is just fine. Grow with Will should be something. If I was, like, going outside with stream, then maybe I would do that. You have to find a medium? Yeah, exactly. I tend to take criticism personally, and I hate it and don't know what to do. I mean, the only thing to do is to just, like, you have to tell yourself, chances are this person is not trying to personally attack me. That's the best way to think about it. Being mindless is usually the worst, whether positive or negative. Mindless in what way though? Like what do you mean? I'll agree or disagree based on what you say. When it comes to people starting out, it's not sugarcoating because brutally criticizing people who are beginners tend to discourage them into quitting right off the bat. Yeah, that's also true. Like, if you're just trying to get into something, well, I mean, actually, I don't even know. Because I think a lot of the time, people who are self-aware, if they're just getting into something new, like, they know that they're not, like, top tier. The only reason that people should be, like, criticized like that, if they're first starting out, is if they go into it super cocky and, like, just completely deluded that they think they're good. Then someone should be like, hey, like, you, like, tone it down. You know? Oh, man. God, my eyes are... I don't know why. My eyes are so itchy. Even though it's, like... Allergy season is completely over. Like, it hasn't been around forever. What you're capable of is not indicative of your worth as a person. Yeah, it's true. I agree. Mindless as in not giving feedback, really, and just saying something to say something. Yeah, no, that's not good. I don't like that. I do agree with you. Sadly, I'm one of those people who takes criticism very personally, but I'm working on it and try to see it as a growing opportunity instead of I'll never be good enough kind of thing. Yeah, also, I hate that mindset, too, of just, like, super self-deprecating, but, like, not ironically. Just being like, oh, woe is me. Why am I so bad? It's like, just keep working. Like, just keep trying to be better. If you're really, like, legitimately bad at something, it's always improvable. Like, regardless of the skill. Like, maybe unless you're, like, literally tone deaf with singing, say, then you can always improve at something like that. And it's the same for anything else. Other than, like, something that, like, actually, like, physically, like, that you're genetically capped by. Like, I don't know. Yeah, if your legs don't move, yeah, you're not going to be an Olympic runner, most likely. But, you know what I mean. Criticism is good, but one time my friend said she just didn't like a drawing that I made and asked her why, and she refused to tell me so. Well, I mean, that's kind of dumb. That's kind of dumb that she wouldn't tell you why. But, I mean, people do... When it comes to art, like, people do have their own taste. Like, they do have their own inherent taste. Like, I'm not gonna... If someone doesn't like my music, then... I mean, I'm sorry. Like, that is unfortunate for you, but I'm not gonna be, like, clutching at my heart, like, oh, God, like, my life is over because this person isn't a fan of my music. Like, I'll be honest, like, a lot of my friends, like... online at least, within OSU and like on like in different online communities, like they've told me openly, it's like, hey, I don't really listen to your music, and I'm like okay, like it's not your fault. Like, as long as you're not trying to be mean about it, it's just like, what can you really do? You know, people have their own taste. I've sort of come to accept that I'll never be good enough. It's not a bad thing. Just because you won't be good enough doesn't mean you won't be good. I mean, yeah, there's also like, how do I say this? You can't really, not every field is right for everybody. Like, it's okay as long as you know that you can one day be good at something, then that's what's important. Like, if you're not, you might not be good at like computer science or something like that. It might not be your thing. Like, you could go into college, try and learn it, and just be like, this is overwhelming. I'm gonna try something else. There's no shame in that. But the main thing when I talk about like I hate that mindset of just like woe is me, I can't do anything. It's more of like people who think they tried but really didn't put that much effort in at all, and then are just like, I guess I suck. It's like, you probably don't actually suck. You're just lazy and like don't want to put in work to try and get better. Like, it's okay to realize that you're just naturally not that good at something as long as you tried. That's what's important. I do see a lot of pity me from artists. Yeah, artists just are fucking insane. Like, not all of them. Some of them are great people, but there's some that are just like so. Well, okay. I do think that a little bit of self-deprecation when it comes to your work is okay. Like, there's some artists that have that and are just like, they just like use it as sort of a tool to try and like improve their own work, which is great. But some people are just like, all they are is like just pity, and it's so bad. It's no one want, like, I don't want to talk to people who are like that because it's not an attractive character personality. And it's the same with musicians. Like, even cover artists are just like, like, including myself. I'm not gonna lie, I've had this where I just like I put work into a video, it goes out, it doesn't do that well. I'm just like, well, fuck. Like, did I do something wrong? Like, what happened? Like, of course, it's okay to feel a little bit bad, but just like a constant tirade of like why you hate yourself is not healthy. As an artist, one thing I don't really like about certain artists is how some of them are really self-deprecating constantly and think, sorry, I didn't read that. That's basically exactly what I was talking about. What's up, Harrison? How are you, my man? Damn, you seem really excited. I'm happy you're here, dude. Having motivation to draw is hard for me, but I draw anyways to improve my stuff, and I try to get inspired to draw. See, that's a good mindset to have. There are different things for different minds. Everyone's the same way we build advance. Yeah. It's better to be self-deprecating than I am the best. I cannot possibly get any better. But going too far in any direction is not a good thing. Yeah, people who are that it's almost as bad to be like, I am the king, because then you're perfectly okay with the fact that you're gonna stagnate, and chances are you're like not the best a lot of the time. Like, some people are, but even then, a lot of the times I'll see people who are the best in their certain field, and they're never like that. They're always like, I need to get better. Like taking like something like Smash, say. I remember when Armada was like the best melee player by a significant margin. He still was like striving to get better. It's the same with like all those like competitive like fighting games players. They always are like trying to improve their tech skill and stuff like that. That's why I believe there's no such thing as born talent. Everyone can get good at something if they try hard enough and work for it. That's like, there's like a couple exceptions, obviously, like I was saying, like physical handicaps probably prevent you from being like an Olympic athlete, but generally, yes, I do agree with that. But the problem is, so many people have such bad work ethic that they never reach their full potential. It's fine every once in a while, but I dealt with a friend who would use my work and skills to put down her own for years. It was really awkward and uncomfortable for me and not healthy at all for her. Yeah, comparing your own work to someone else's is not something that should be like normalized, I don't think, at least for the sake of one's own mental health, because it just becomes just a cycle of putting yourself down, and then will probably cause you to quit eventually. Most of us worked our asses off to get here, though. We didn't use talent. Yeah, that's the other thing that annoys me is, like, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on art Twitter, especially recently, of, like, how people with 10,000 followers, a lot of them didn't work to get to where they are, and they act entitled to their audience. It's like and a lot of this stuff was coming from, like, people who are, like, struggling on Twitter, like, struggling artists, and I'm just like shut up. Like, you're so stupid. Obviously, yeah, there's a couple people on stuff like Instagram that, like, shortcut their way to get a bit of an audience, but a lot of those people worked for, like, a long time to get the audience that they now have. Like, that happens to me too. Sometimes I'll get, like, DMs and be like, you don't deserve your audience. Like, why do you think that you deserve these people? I'm like, you know, it's been like 3 years, right, where I did a lot of stuff, you know? Like, if you're gonna say that, like, people like that don't deserve an audience, like, you're actually just mad, and you should just focus on yourself. I hate that shit. It's so annoying. Your teacher tells me there's someone always better than you, so never stop going. That's a good teacher. That is definitely a good thing to tell. That is a good way to shape young minds. For sure. Maybe sometimes you don't do anything wrong when something doesn't do that well. It's just people are expecting that one thing that's really well. Like the swing arrangement videos. Dude, people really want me to do more swing arrangements. They're just like... And I probably, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to diversify my content more. So I will start to do more of that stuff. But yeah. No, I do agree though. Like, if something doesn't do that well, there's a chance that it probably wasn't your fault. It's like the nice guys that say they deserve a girl. Yeah, no, that's actually a really, like, astute comparison. It really is, like, the same thing. Yeah, I just hate that shit where people are just like, they act like people with audience. They're just super jealous. And I'm not gonna say I haven't felt that, because I have. I've looked at people with, like, bigger audiences than myself that do the same thing, and I'm like, not that they don't deserve it, but I'm like, fuck. Like, I really wish I could be at that point. Like, yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm, like, super holier than thou, because of course, like, it's human to feel that way. But to vocalize it constantly is, like, you have, like, a problem. You need to just stop that and, like, work on your own shit. People just say immediately, you're so talented, because it's a simple compliment. It's not always meant to take away from the time someone has to put in. It's just that the skill looks... That's different. No, people saying that you're talented is like... You shouldn't take that... People who take that as an insult, I think, are probably just a little... They're thinking about it too much. I'm talking specifically about people who are like, you don't deserve that because you didn't work hard. It's like... most people just don't know. Like, they don't understand that they probably did work hard. You know? But yeah. The weirdest one is I was just painting in class one time, and someone came up behind me and said, wow, must feel great to be talented in super passive-aggressive tone. Yeah, that's shitty. I don't like that. Oh, Harrison with the $2. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate that. Thank you for the cool. I like the sticker. Appreciate that, man. I don't think talent gets you to grade 8. What? I don't think talent gets you to grade 8. I'm using music since that way I know what I'm talking about. Since I've gone to a high grade with practice and a good way of learning everything. Yeah, I mean, talent, like, people are born with talent. I'm not going to say they're not, but talent only gives you an initial edge. If you have talent and then you, like, squander it, then the people who work harder that didn't have the talent are still going to just do better. They're just going to do better things overall with their lives. That mentality just makes my brain melt. Like, so what if I don't deserve it? If your attitude isn't worth to listen to. Yeah, no, that's... Yeah. People are mean. It's really true. People just kind of suck a lot of the time. That's why I'm happy that my community is generally, like, decently supportive. Like, there are a few people who give me good constructive criticism still. Like, in my personal life, Like, my best friends really do a lot to, like, help each other get better as people, which I really like. And I tend to think that it's not that common anymore because so many people just, like, just get lazy. But, yeah, my friends are really good about that sort of thing, which is why I'm very happy to have them. Alien Robot Uprising, let's go. I don't think that's optimal. I just wish that people were better. I don't like how people don't like constructive criticism. Yeah, no, people are just like I was saying this before. People are too fucking sensitive. Like, it is crazy to me that people, like, they'll hear like one bit of constructive. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of people in like the Utaitic community, like even higher up, like bigger than myself, that cannot take criticism for the life of them. Like, if they get like, if people tell them like, yeah, you're like, I don't know, your lyrics weren't good here. You sound like a robot. Like, they blow up. They freak. And it's like, I just look at you. I look at people like that, and I'm like, you really need like a reality check if you think that you're like above criticism. I hate that stuff. Oh, Grouper Ringo with the, I can't even, what is this currency? Does anyone know what that currency is? But thank you for the donation. I do appreciate it, my man. Yeah, I just can't see, on my phone, I can't click it, so I don't know. Will and Chill turns to Will on kind of controversial topics and deep talks. But, I mean, see, you are right, but that's because every time I hang out with my closest IRL friends, that's always what it evolves to. We go to hang out and just chill, and then we wind up just talking about, like, life and people and, like, how the world works. So this is my idea of just, like chill, you know? Polish? Oh, okay. I got you. Well, thank you for the 5 Polish currency, my dude. I appreciate that. Even criticism that's harsh, as long as it's valid and backed with reasoning, that's, like, still criticism you can learn from. Yeah, no, I agree. Your friends and I just end up in full-on debates, usually. That happens in my friend group as well, but not as often. Usually it just devolves into, specifically 2 of my friends, Peter and Mitchell, who are both very left-leaning and very right-leaning, respectively. And they always go at it about politics. But, yeah. Other than that, not really a whole lot of, like, debate. Because a lot of the times, a lot of my friends are generally in agreement about stuff regarding people. But politically, we're definitely a bit more diverse. Which is another thing I'm grateful for my friends for, because all of them, well, not all of them, but, like, most of them have, like, different, like, takes, I guess, if that makes sense. They do have different ideas about the world. And it's good that, and it always amazes me that so many people in their friend groups all are, like, they're like a hive mind. They literally can't, if they have a differing opinion, if one of them has a differing opinion, they're, like, shunned. They're, like, kicked out. That's just crazy to me. Just because people want to be in their bubbles so badly that they just want to, like, you know, if they hear any sort of dissenting opinion about what they believe, then they, like, freak out. They, like, lose their mind. I don't like that stuff. Left or right? I am more liberal. Much more liberal. I'm quite liberal. I will say I am not too conservative. But, I mean, I don't hate conservatives. Like, hating people of different political views is, like, it's so like, regressive. That shit it's so bad. How come the goal hasn't updated? I think it's broken, honestly. I'm pretty sure it's, like, I think the super chats don't work for the goals for whatever reason. I need to look at that after stream. I'll update it after the stream is over with, like, the actual dollar amount. Why worry about politics when you yourself will eventually die and all for naught and everything will eventually perish? That's interesting. I think people should still be informed about politics, but, like, not to the point where it is the only thing that makes, like, your political opinions should not be your personality. Like, not the only thing, at least, because then it just becomes like I don't want to talk to people who are only able to talk about politics, because it's just like, do you have anything that like interests you other than like that? I don't know. Maybe that makes me sound unsophisticated, but yeah, I don't think politics are the most important thing in the world. What, you have a different opinion, get out? Yeah, no, but that's like a common thing. That's like common where I live, at least. It's really bad. I don't like it, but it's true. Are you really friends if you can't just accept one tiny thing about your friends? I mean, that's how the world is now. It's hard for me to make friends with people who don't have the same political views because their political views are usually, I don't think you should have the same rights as me. Okay, well, that's fair. I mean, like, I think that you might just be making friends with the wrong people then. I don't think that has to do with their, like, that's not all political values, I don't think. Like, social issues, I guess I can understand why you would be, like, a bit wary of being friends with someone. Like, someone who's, like, if you're a woman and you're trying to be friends with a guy and he's, all of a sudden, he's like, yeah, I'm anti-abortion, I'd be like, I'd be a little put off. But if he never brought it up again, I could still imagine being friends with him. You know? As long as he's not constantly like, yeah, women don't deserve rights. Like, that shit is like, because that shit is weird. But if they have one opinion that isn't like, I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Yeah, personally, I just don't like to focus on it. If I can be friends with someone, then, and they never bring up their beliefs, as long as they're like a good person and don't talk about like the sort of stuff that would really, really be like controversial in today's standings, I don't know. I don't really see the problem, personally. I had two friends that basically thought that only... I can't read, Jesus. I had two friends who basically thought that only they were right, like they'd, as my friends say, saw each other through rose-colored glasses and then would lash out at us if we called them out for anything. That shit is not healthy. I don't understand people like that. I'm pretty glad I don't live in America right now because it's a lot easier to stay informed and understand more when you're living across the world. Yeah, that's the other thing, is the American news media is fucking crazy. Like, there is nowhere to find an unbiased take. It's really just not a thing that happens anymore. Like, some people say Reddit, but like, no. Reddit is so far left that it's kind of insane. And it's the same with stuff like Breitbart or like One News America. That stuff is so far right that I can't believe that people watch it. Speaking of Twitter, Twitter's wild. Yeah, Twitter's pretty insane. Yeah, I have friends that say, like, I have online friends that say, like, Reddit is, like, unbiased. I'm like, you're actually just, like, dumb. Like, if you think that Reddit is unbiased, I think you are beyond help. The differing opinion thing is really tough. A lot of people want to be part of the minority and take the special privileges, politically incorrect, of that minority, and they don't want any else. Yeah, no, I do agree with that. It's the same with like feminism. Well, not really. Like, modern day feminism is not bad. I think being a feminist is perfectly okay. It's good to want equal rights for both genders, but a lot of people, like a lot of women specifically, have begun to twist that, and it becomes like straight up like sexism, like of the opposite spectrum. Like, there are people who like believe that women are superior to men, and I'm just like, and who like hella generalize. Like, the all men are pig stuff, I think, is like, it's obvious. Like, I know I've had people explain it to me as like it's meant to be a joke about how like it's just to make themselves feel better, but you realize that if you don't say that coming out, if you don't say that immediately, it just looks like you're just like sexist. And I know, and then I'll be like, hey, like, what are you talking about? Like, why would you say that? And then they're just like, obviously I'm not talking about you. It's like, is that obvious? You just said all men are pigs. It's like, how am I supposed to feel about that? You know? It's crazy. The American political spectrum is absolutely bonkers. Yeah, and I don't want to shit talk feminism, because as a movement, like, actual feminism is a good thing. Like, I don't want this to be like taken out of context, because I do think feminism is a good thing. But just some people have really taken it, like, too far. The overwhelming amount of sexual abusers that brand themselves under something like feminism, where feminism is taken, like up too many notches and think where women are better than men. I haven't seen much of the sexual abusers that brand themselves under something like feminism. I haven't seen that much, but if that is a thing that happens, then yes, it's obviously, like, very, very bad. I do not approve. The crazy feminists get more attention than the normal feminists who are just trying to get equal. Yeah, no, it's true. Like, it really undermines the whole movement, which is, it's really, like, sad to see. Like, actual feminism gets really just, like, it gets branded as this thing that's really horrible, when in reality it's only a very small group of people who are actually, like, psychotic, you know? Feminazi, but I hate that term, though. Feminazi is such a shitty, like, it's, no, I don't like that term. The crazy feminists get, oh wait, I just read that. I'll say, like, I hate men as a joke, but generally most men I've met are chill. Well, I mean, that's, like, I still think that's a little weird, you know? Because, can you imagine if I was just like, I hate women, and then, like, say, like, if I said, like, I hate women, and then you, like, got offended, I'd be like, but I'm not talking about you. It's like, how would you feel? You know? You'd probably be like, what? You'd be very confused, you know? Yeah, I don't think it's, like, a good joke to make, you know? I had a friend in 7th and 8th grade who was so political for no reason. Okay, that's fucking stupid as well. If you're trying to get political at age, like, 13, chances are you probably don't know what you're talking about as well. I don't like people like that either. I meant, like, it's obvious it's a joke. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Like, yeah, I'm sure it is, like, it's a whole lot different in person. But, like, I'll see stuff on, like, Twitter about how, like, with, like, these just, like, viral tweets about, like, just straight up, like, fuck men. Like, I hate men. And I'm like, you, like, maybe they did intend it as a joke, but you realize how this reads, right? It's literally just, like, Comic Sans, I hate men, like, fuck men. And I'm just like, yeah, like, no. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing at that point? Stand everyone, to be honest. All races, genders, romantic placements, respect them all. Yes, no, I agree. You should... I just said yes, no, but yes, I agree. Like, all people deserve equal rights. As long as they're not committing crimes, then yes, people deserve their own. Just let everyone be. That's all. That's my mentality. It's just like... There's no sense in letting people, like, have these crazy beliefs. I just don't get why some people don't let other people exist in peace. Because people are crazy. It's because people are insane. There's nothing else to it. It's just like people are inherently just not wired that way. You've never had a political conversation with your friends? Good for you. Try and keep it that way as long as you can. Why is there someone I know always trending every week saying they've been canceled? Cancel culture is stupid. Okay, I'm not going to say cancel culture is stupid because a lot of the time, like, the people getting canceled probably did something to deserve that. But I agree that it can be used as something that is far more detrimental. Like, there's obviously some people that really, like, don't deserve to be canceled that will inevitably end up having their career ruined because something is taken out of context. Because, like, in this day and age, especially on, like, Twitter, allegations are just, like, they're taken as fact. Like, it's, if someone writes a twit longer, everyone just thinks it's true, which is not always the case. And I'm not saying it's bad to do that, but it can be used as something very harmful. Willer's over party? Yeah, let's not even go there. Racist tweet from a decade ago cancels people. It's so dumb. Yeah, that's just like, it's so like overreaching. It's like, yeah, obviously what you said then is definitely bad and like morally reprehensible, but unless you really haven't changed as a person, which doesn't happen a lot. Most people change as their life goes on all the time. So I think trying to bring up an old tweet like that is pretty ridiculous. There needs to be accountability, but unfortunately people don't leave room for growth. Exactly. Like, people have had their careers ruined, like, years and years, and then years and years later, are still like being vilified because of one thing they did or one thing they said, which I think is it's just an overreaction. The SMP is that the simp Twitter community? Is that what that says? I don't know what that means. Captain Zach. All right, I don't want to talk about Smash because the Smash stuff is really bad. That's like I think the Smash stuff is a little bit different because a lot of it is very recent. Just got an alert on my phone from the governor requiring masks at all times in the public. Thank God. Where do you live, John? What state is that? That's not Florida, is it? If that's Florida, that's huge. Which Utaite is most likely to get me too'd? Oh, that's not what I want to... Jesus Christ. Michigan? Oh, that's still good, though. It's good that masks are being required in public. While talking about cancel culture, can we talk about mobbing? Sleepy's chat, top 500 Overwatch player, raided a small streamer asking about someone, and even said things like KY. Yeah, that's fucking bad. No. Raiding someone like that with, like, harmful intent is just disgusting. Even in school right now, one of my instructors was like, make sure your internet presence is healthy because employers will look you up. Yeah, that's true as well. Like, you're definitely gonna have to, like... I will say, right now, you definitely should be very cautious about what you do on the internet. Florida, it's still mostly a free-for-all. It's kind of terrifying, and I almost love it for that. But at the same time, like, why? Yeah, no. Florida's a shithole right now because of just how stupid the government is being about it. Hey, oh, is that Sarah? What's up, Sarah? How are you? Hope everything's good. Everyone's upset over a celebrity doing anything, but it feels like we treat them like robots who are flawless. Yeah, no, celebrities are people too. You can't... Everyone should be held to the same regard, in my opinion. Don't see anything on the internet you wouldn't say in person. Yeah, that's a good mentality to have. Like, people tend to really take the hiding behind anonymity thing too far on the internet. Hope you're doing well yourself. Yeah, I'm doing all right. We're talking about just like cancel culture and life and stuff like that. Just about people in general right now. Normalize healthy lives for creators. They are people too. Yeah, that's also true. It's like people who idolize creators to the point where they're seen as like gods are very strange to me. I can't understand ever looking at someone as though they were like not a person, you know? Like, and I thought about this even before I myself became a creator. Like, I would like, of course I would watch people like PewDiePie and I'd be like, damn, this dude, like, he's obviously really good at what he does, but I can't imagine someone, like, if I saw him, I don't think I would freak out. I would just be like, oh shit, like what's up? Like how are you doing, man? I would never, I can't imagine people who like have like full on mental breakdowns because there's your favorite YouTuber. Like, obviously I'd be a bit like yo, like what's up? Like, I'd be a bit like maybe a bit intimidated. But nothing of the likes of like convention stuff. Like, I'll see girls see like their favorite, like, I don't know, their favorite like their favorite Vine or favorite TikTok star and have like mental breakdowns like in front of them. That shit's crazy to me. I only do that if I suddenly saw Kona walking down the street. One thing I've seen in cancel culture is someone being harassed and bullied off Twitter just for being friends with someone older than them. Keep in mind they're only 15. That's a little strange, but age gap is another thing that's a little strange. Like, yeah, I don't really want to talk about that though. Imagine meeting a fan and they just start sobbing. Like, I don't know what I would do. Like, right now, I'm in a position, I've never been recognized in public before. Like, never. Outside of, I went to Anime North specifically for Osu, like, to see all my friends from Osu, and, like, they recognized me because obviously they did, but I knew them beforehand. Other than that, I've never been, no one has ever seen me in, like, a public setting and been like, you're Will Stetson. And I almost want to keep it that way because I don't know how I would react. I would be like, Like I think I wouldn't know what to do. I only freak out because I have anxiety. I panicked so hard meeting Matt Mercer that I shook his hand with the wrong hand. That's kind of funny. But I mean that's not the same as like hyperventilating because it's like you see Nash Greer once, you know? Being recognized in public would be kind of stressful. Well, it depends on who is the one doing the recognizing. I know that I personally have a fan base that is like generally either the same age as me or a bit younger. So I can't imagine like all of a sudden like I'm walking in the city and all of a sudden some like 15-year-old is like Will Stetson and just like freaks out. I can't imagine that. You know. You didn't get recognized when you went to TwitchCon with Ryuke and the gang? Well, I got recognized by Osu players who I also knew. Like most of the people who recognized me, I knew. I think it was like 2 people who saw me and were like, "Can I get a picture?" That's a little different though. I'm talking about specifically for music, not for Osu, because I knew I was gonna get recognized there. I'm talking about just like in my day-to-day life, like even just like going to other places. Like this is kind of funny actually. Like my friends, like my close friend group has been like they have gotten more like stuff about me than I have in my life. Like one of my friends, Ed, who goes to school at UConn, a lot of his friends knew who I was. Or like they began to know who I was, and he was like, "Oh yeah, like I went to school with him," and they were like, "What the fuck?" Like they didn't even understand. But yeah, and one of my one of my friends, like I talked about him. His name is Peter. His girlfriend, was talking about. I think she was like she said something about me in passing because I was starting to do YouTube at the time. Or like, cause I was like, I think I had like 6,000 subs or something like that, and she was talking about it at her, cause she did marching band at her school, at her college, and one of her friends was like, "Wait, what the fuck? Will Stetson? Like, I know him. I've heard his music," and she was like, "What the fuck? Yeah, I went to school with him," and they've gotten more about me than I have. I've never heard that stuff in my life. It's so weird. Imagine you're grocery shopping and someone drops their stuff and screams, "Oh my god, you're my favorite content creator." I would be so, like, it's not even that I'd be embarrassed. I think I would be embarrassed for them. Because I'd be like, I do appreciate it, thank you. But, like, why? Like, what have you done? Are you from the States? If you are, what do you think of the overall state of America? I mean, it's pretty bad. Our government is in shambles. There's really nothing else to say other than, like, I really hope we vote Trump out. Just so we can have some sort of, like, law and order restored. Your music is some of the best on YouTube, thank you. Oh, no problem, Landon. Thank you for sticking around. I appreciate that. Kanye 2020? Dude, Kanye's not gonna run. Like, he's not gonna be on the ballot. There's just no way. I cannot imagine a reality where Kanye West actually runs for president. Yeah, it's just never gonna happen. I don't see any good in Trump, I'm sorry. I mean, no need to apologize. He's kind of a crazy person. 10,000 votes for Harambe last election? Jesus Christ. People are so dumb. I don't understand that. Crazy. Yeah. Politically charged people tend to be so exhausting as well in real life. Like, the people that only want to talk about politics all the time just make me not want to talk to them. Just because it's like, this topic is so exhausting, and I know exactly how you feel already. So you don't need to tell me this. We can talk about anything. But instead, you choose to talk about, yes, I get it. Trump is really bad. Yes, the government is corrupt. It's been talked to death. It's crazy. Especially if they get mad at you when you disagree. Well, I mean, like... Well, yeah, yes, that is obviously exhausting. But I guess in my personal life, most of the people I know tend to have the same political views as me. So, I don't experience that very often. Trump supporters would still vote for Trump, so Reddit would just take votes from other parties, wouldn't it? Yes, no, that's definitely bad. Like, that's not a good thing, for sure. Trump is fine, not any worse than others. I mean, no, he's pretty dumb. I don't like Donald Trump. Speaking of politics, there's this classmate of mine, and we're in like freaking grade 9, and he only talks about politics and somehow has the most controversial opinions ever. I mean, he probably just thinks he's smart. Like, and maybe he is, but it doesn't matter if that's the only thing that you want to talk about. It's like, in my opinion, like, maybe this might be a really stupid thing for me to say, but in my opinion, like, politics is more about being liked than your actual it's more about trust than it is your actual political knowledge. Like, as evidenced by Trump. I don't think Trump knew anything and didn't expect to win going into 2016. But people trusted him, so they voted for him. For whatever reason. I don't even know how you managed that. But he did it somehow. I had a classmate who couldn't start a conversation about bringing up either controversy or joking about murdering children. Wow, that's not someone I would want to be friends with. Jesus. I saw a tweet you made about Trump, and it was so funny. I don't remember what it was about, though. I think it was probably the one... I think I just called him a pussy because he tweeted presidential harassment, and I was like, you're the most sensitive... Like, he is the most sensitive president ever. If anyone talks bad about him, he has, like, a meltdown. Which is, like... Which I always find super ironic, because the platform that he ran on was, like, we're gonna own the libs. And meanwhile, if anyone, like, comes up with even, like, a slight hole in any of his arguments, he just, like freaks out and, like... calls them, like, enemies of the state. I love talking to people about anime, too, I guess. I mean, I still think anime is a better topic to talk about than politics a lot of the time. Because especially in this day and age, it just makes people mad. It only further radicalizes people talking about politics and only politics. I've asked my grandmother why she supports Trump. She ended up crying. What? Well, yeah, because people don't know. Most of the time, people only support Trump because they think that they're owning libtards when they're like, in reality, it's just not how it works. Will and Chill plus relationship spill part 2. Heartache is unbreakable. Amazingly, we have not talked about relationships even once in this entire stream. We haven't even brought it up. I guess we're due, but we just haven't talked about it yet. Iran stopped talking to our family for years over political differences. God, man. I just don't want to talk about politics anymore. The only reason I see Trump's tweets is because I see the people I follow replying to him with dumb comments or just making fun of him in general. Yeah, that's unfortunate. God. Yeah, looking in the responses of Trump tweets is so sad because it's like, this sounds really cynical, but like, of course, every time you look under a Trump tweet, it's always just random blue check marks, just saying like, you're a disgrace to this nation, like, fuck you, you're a traitor. And I'm just like, you realize like, you're not doing anything here. You just look like you think you're doing something, but you're doing nothing, and in reality, you probably could be doing a whole lot more good if you just got off Twitter. Like, it's just these random blue checkmark accounts with like 300 followers that just they think that by owning Trump in his Twitter responses that they're gonna now, like, that they're now winning. It's like, no, you are not doing anything. You should take more steps to do something else outside of the fucking Twitter sphere. Dumb. Yeah, anyways, let's not talk about that. Did I shave my head, or is the hat just covering your hair well? It's just covering my hair well. Hang on. Yeah, it's just like, it's slicked back right now because I've really bad hat hair. But yes, I do have my hat on. Oh God, fuck. I look like a trucker. There we go. Whoops. But yeah. Can we talk about relationships? I mean, yeah, if you want. Fuck. Man, Oh, I have such a good story, but I can't tell it because it's like kind of personal. Like not to me, but to like one of my friends. So I can't talk about it. But fuck, some people are doing some stupid shit in my friends' lives. That's all I can say. I'm sorry. I really hate having brought that up, but yeah. No, I'm not gonna talk about it. I dig the striped shirt. Is the fit fire? I literally threw this stuff on. I look kind of ridiculous right now, I think, because I have like 3 patterns on. No, I can't do no names because they're gonna know who I'm talking about. But yeah, like it's literally like, yeah, I just threw on like striped t-shirt. This is just a flannel that I threw on because it's cold in my basement, with a hat and like fucking like pajama pants. Like I'm fully like plaided out. I think I look kind of ridiculous, but thank you. I appreciate the compliments. The shirt and the hat go well. That's fair, yeah. I really do like this t-shirt. It's one of my favorites. Trucker E-boy vibes. From Samuel. Hello, Will. How's it going? I like your covers a lot. The best one on the channel, and also close to my heart, is Sacrifice from Berserk. So manly lyrics, singing in rough situations. Thank you, Samuel. I appreciate that, my man. Hope you stick around. It's messy looking, but kind of dope in a way. Well, if you say so, I do appreciate it. At least it matches. Yeah, a little bit. I think the colors match. I think if this was just not striped, or if it was like just like a gray shirt, I think this fit would be much better. I got the biggest crush on someone, and I really want to confess, but I really don't know how. I've never been too good with words, and I'm afraid I'll mess it up. So whack. How long have you known her for? Like, I assume you've probably been friends with her for a little bit, and also, how old are you? The clothing dump stream. Never forget, man. That stream was fucking long. I'm happy, though, because my room now has, like, so much more space, because I got rid of it all. Favorite apparel item? Oh, God. Fuck. That is hard. I don't know if I have one. I like all of my shirts, like, to a very disturbing degree. I'd have to really think about it. I'll have an answer next stream. I'm so glad I have friends that are chill about politics. Like, yeah, we stay informed and stuff, but when we're together, we always talk about stuff we all enjoy instead of what's going on up there. Yeah, I think that's healthier than just like, you know, I think it's a bit healthier than like only talking about the disarray that the world is in currently. No more Vocaloid podcast. We were literally, me and David were going to record Seasons of Chill. We really were. Like, I have a new fucking, oh, that's something I can talk about. So, a few months back, before Corona hit, me and David, thanks for the follow, me and David were like, we're gonna buy a new, an audio interface. Actually, let me go to my camera. Hold on here. I really need a fucking, what's it called? I need like a stream dock so I can swap these on the fly. But yeah, so currently, right now, the only thing I'm running is, it's just my mic here. You can see it. It's just my mic here, and then goes into a Scarlett Solo. So when we record audio with 2 different mics, it's really shit. So we bought a new overlay, or we bought a new interface rather, with yeah, it's a little dusty. I gotta clean it, but ugh. Oh god, fuck. Wait, hang on. Yeah, we got a new, we bought a one with 2 inputs here. Can you see this? Yeah, you can. So we could have 2 XLRs running in, and I wouldn't have to fuck with the audio at all. So we buy this thing. I plug it in a couple months later because before we could record again, coronavirus hit, and we just like didn't have time. And the serial number got fucking yoinked. So this thing is worthless now because someone pirated the Focusrite software, and now I can't use this thing. We spent like $240 on this thing, and it's now just like it just doesn't work. So we're gonna have to like call the support. Thanks for the follow. We're just gonna have to call support and like, I don't know, get a new serial number or something and get it like manually fixed, because otherwise this thing is useless. It just doesn't work. So shitty. I was hella mad. I never really talked about that. Yeah, me and David like both pitched in like It's like $240 in order for that thing, and it's just like a waste. All right, now I'm pissed and I'm like boiling hot, so I'm gonna take this thing off. Hold on. Ugh. Ugh, much better. Ugh, so bright. Ugh, my back. All right. A year. I'm 17, by the way. She has anxiety, so I really don't want to put any pressure on her. Okay. You have the right idea, Bonk. You definitely have the right idea, because if there is one thing... Is my camera pointed at me? I can't tell. Hold on. Oh, it's okay. It's like right in the middle. Cool. If there is one thing that women hate, it's pressure. You do not want to put pressure on her, because otherwise, like, there's nothing worse than a dude who is like, so what are we like right now? Like right now, like if you put them on the spot like that, and I've done this. This is how I know this. I fucked up before. I put a girl on the spot for like that. Did not go well. To say the very least, it was not good. Do not do that. So you have the right idea there. All right, take out Silly. Or, I said take out. Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Yeah. So you have the right idea with that. You should not wait though. You should tell her how you feel, and you just need to explain to her like, look, I know that you're dealing with some stuff. Look at it this way. You take the time to figure yourself out, and once you do, I will be here if you are down. And if she's not, then she's not, and you're gonna have to move on, and it's gonna suck for a little bit. But if it does work out, then cool. But yeah, you're gonna have to give her that time to like process, you know. Yeah, if you hold it in, and then like you go off to college, and you're like, fuck, I should have said something, that is gonna eat away at you. Because I've also done that. That's also happened to me, and it was shit. I don't recommend it. Do I have a girlfriend? No, I don't have a girlfriend currently. It's pronounced Kaylee? Oh, okay. Sorry. I need advice because a longtime friend who confessed to feelings for me, but I don't feel the same, and I'm also 17 and he's 20, so I don't know what to do. Okay, that age gap is a little interesting. You definitely don't leave him hanging, at the very least. Just, if you're not interested, you just have to let him down gently. There's nothing else to do. Just be like, I'm sorry, I don't feel the same. Unless he's an actual man-child, he'll take it fine. Or at least he should. If they're a longtime friend, I'm sure they'll understand that you don't feel it. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Will, what if you were crushing on someone, I assume, for 5 years, but never talked to them before, and suddenly find someone you don't know confesses to you? Would you find it strange? Yes. I would be very weirded out if someone who I never talked to, but knew existed for 5 years, and then was just like, I'm in love with you. I'd be like, are you? Like, what? I'd be more confused than, like, flattered. Because I'd be like, I've never, like, you don't know me. I've never said a word to you. Every anime game? Yeah, that's, like, weird to me. It's weird that that's a trope. And is, like, seen as, like, cute. Because if that happened to me, I would be like, what? Like, what is going on? You know? I came here because I was browsing through some of your content and I found that you were streaming, so now I'm here. Well, I'm glad you're here. I can't see your name, but I'm just gonna call you Goose because that's your profile picture. You've actually had that happen? Oh my god, I cannot even, like, I can't fathom that. That's crazy. Fuck that. Someone I knew for like a week started crushing on me hard. It was really, really weird. Well, that's different, I think. Like, it's... I've I know people who have developed crushes really fast, and I myself have developed crushes fast before too. So that's a bit less weird to me. I think it's more weird having known someone, or like not knowing someone for 5 years, but knowing they exist, and then all of a sudden they're just like, "I love you." Like I'd be freaked. Better to start with, "Hey, I'd like to get to know you better. Do you want to hang out at some point?" Well, that's a little, I don't know. That's a little weird because it's like you're not really making your intentions clear. In my opinion, it's like you should ask them on a date, like, and make it clear. Because otherwise, what if it's just like, oh, I just want to... They might get the impression it's like, oh, yeah, he just wants to be friends. Because then if you do some weird shit, then it's probably no saving it, you know? Sounds more like fleeting infatuation. Yeah, that happens too. It's normal. I knew them for a week. They knew of me for much, much longer. Well, no, I know. I mean, okay, that's honestly even less weird. But, yeah. Regarding relationships, something that makes me sad is that even if I like someone, the chances of them ever liking me is 0 because there's so many people in the world, you know, and they're going to like me back. No way. That's a bad mentality to have. You should definitely just keep putting yourself out there, because if you don't, then, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're always going to be lonely. You know? Did you switch back to YouTube, or am I dreaming that you streamed on Twitch? No, I did stream on Twitch, but currently I'm doing YouTube. One time my friend tricked me into thinking someone had a crush on me, but then he told me it was a prank, and that made me a bit upset, because I don't think any... Oh my god. He's not your friend. Man, that's some fuck shit. No, fuck that. That is the worst. You should not be friends with that person. If someone did that to me, they'd be, like, out of my life. Like, now. Like, instantly. I'd be like, yeah, don't ever try and talk to me again. You're going to bed? Alright, good night, Gox. Take care, dude. You know that even if 99% of the people don't like you, that means 75 million people still like you. Yeah, exactly. Like, I do really think that there's someone out there for most people. Like, the chances that you are actually that unlikable to the point where no one is as fucked up as you and wants to date you is like 0. There's really not a lot of people that like are in that shitty of a situation. When I was in 4th grade, someone liked me and I'm friends with them, and now thinking back on it, I was like, yo, what the fuck? I shouldn't have done that. I mean, there's no... If your feelings weren't the same at that time, there's no, like... There's no real reason why you shouldn't have done it. Yeah, the friend zone is, like, imaginary. Like, yeah. My friend kind of yelled at me in class to get me to break up with my kind of relationship, so I did after a panic attack. I wanted to do so in person, but quarantine began. Then the week later, the dating my friend... What? What? What did I just read? My friend yelled at me in class to get me to break up with my relationship. So I did after a panic attack. Did you feel for this person? Did you have feelings for this person at all? How old are you? So I did after a panic attack. I wanted to do so in person, but quarantine began. Then the week later, they're dating my friend. I mean, that's a rebound for for your significant other. You're gonna have movie night? Alright, take care. Art and music and life. Thanks for sticking around. Hope you had a nice time. It's nice to have a lover. I mean, yeah, of course it is. I'm not gonna say it's not. But, like, you know. Ugh. Oh my god. Fuck. So tired. Yeah, I don't think no one is gonna fight you on that. Of course, it's nice to have someone who, like, cares about you, you know? A lot of things better than love, great friends and family. They all have different values. They all have different purposes. I think some people focus on love too much and not real friendships. So a lot of guys end up being friends with girls because they want to get with them. It's not that they're focusing on love, it's that they're focusing on the idea or like the concept of love. They want to be like with someone but don't really want to put in the work, which is apparently pretty common. Or they have this like different, like they have like a warped perception of what it's like. I don't know. Always good to go to bed with either your arms full or your belly full. Yeah. If Ted Bundy had a fan base, by God, someone out there will surely love me for who I am. I tend to agree, but apparently Ted Bundy was a very charming person in real life. So, like, I think that's a little bit different. Because serial killers had to be charming in order to, like, because they have, like, they're sociopaths a lot of the time. Like, a lot of sociopaths are charming people that just have, like, fucked up mental processes. I've been rejecting my friend for quite a while. He's sweet, but I don't feel like a relationship right now. That's fair, but I will say that the way you phrase that, I don't want to call you out, but the way that that's phrased sounds like you're leading him on. Because most people get rejected and dip, I think. Like, if you really don't feel the same way, you should tell him that you're not going to. I leave for a minute and come back to Ted Bundy. Yeah, really great great conversation to enter to. But yeah, because like I think leading someone on is also like one of the worst things you can do to someone. Because it's like if you lead them on for a long time and then you're just like, yeah, I'm not gonna feel the same way. That fucks with people. That really like messes them up, I think. A lot of the time. My friend did a test for a girl last week. She got a big score to celebrate that she dated another guy. What do you think I should say to him? Wait, what? My friend did it. I can't talk. My friend did a test for a girl last week. Like took a test for her. Okay, got a good score. Okay, so to celebrate that, she dated. What? I don't know how that works at all. I don't know. I feel like friendzone and unrequited love is confused because friendzone kind of makes it seem like the liked person is the problem when it's not their fault. The love is unrequited. Yeah, no, that's true. That's why I say the friendzone doesn't exist, because it's just like, yeah, I'm sorry, I'm never going to feel the same way. Like, so calling it the friendzone is just kind of dumb. Like, I see what people say when they're talking about it, but it's more just like, I just don't want to have a relationship with you. So yeah, I don't know. It's I'm describing this really badly, but I don't know. The friend zone is weird. You gotta go. All right, take care, Grace. Thanks for stopping by. I see you're out here speaking about everyone's life, but how is yours? The first person to ask. People ask, who is Will Stetson, but not how is Will Stetson. No, I'm kidding. But my life is fine. I'm moving to Boston in about a month and a half. Maybe earlier, but probably in about a month and a half. No girlfriend right now, but with COVID, very hard to meet people in general. I think it'll be a bit easier once I'm in a city with like more people. Like in the city that, or in where I live right now in the country, not really a whole lot of not a whole lot of opportunity, I'm gonna say. I don't want to say that as like a cop out, but there really aren't many people like my age in my town at all, and there's not many places to meet those people either. So this city I'm a bit more optimistic about. But yeah, other than that, YouTube is going good. Gonna be hitting 100K in the next week or so, which is fucking crazy. And other than that, yeah, it's going good. Don't get COVID. I will try. Hope you enjoy Bostonville. Please stay safe. Oh, I will absolutely. I will be taking all the precautions necessary to not get coronavirus. Do you think it's harder to date or make friends the more well-known you become or the more music you make? Honestly, like, I've thought a little bit about it, but I mean, like, objectively, the answer is yes. Like, just as time goes on, that is obviously the way that it goes, but it hasn't really affected me yet, I don't think, because not a lot of people really, like, not a lot of people message me like that on, like, online anyways. Like, most of the friends I've made were of my own volition over the course of the last year or so. Like, I choose who to be friends with a lot of the time. But it is definitely harder to, like, to date someone if you're in a position where you have a lot of fans. Anything planned for 100K? Probably a karaoke stream. Not sure what else. Oh, what's up, Carly? People sliding into my DMs. Yeah, that really doesn't happen often. Like, at all. Like, it does occasionally, but, I mean, I don't really act on it a lot of the time. Was wonderful being here and was a great and joyful experience, but I had been drawing and animating for 10 hours, so I'll go to sleep. Alright, take care, TK. Thank you for sticking around, man. Hope you had a good time. I've been working on becoming a singer and or dancer for 2 years and always wondered about that, so it's good to hear from someone else in that department. Yeah, I mean, no problem. I mean, for what it's worth, I've only had one girlfriend, and it was not when I was popular, so maybe I'm not the greatest person to ask. But, yeah. I commented this already in another video, but will you ever do a cover of Kono's State of the World? Yeah, eventually, yes, I will do that. Don't know when, though, but yes, I will. Maybe the friends and lovers you get only like you for the things that you do, not the person you are. Yeah, that is a very common trend, unfortunately. I've never been in the friend zone mindset because I've never confessed to anyone. I mean, I have been in that mindset before, but I realize that it's like, it doesn't really exist. Like, anyone who says the friend zone exists is just mad. Like, I was, like, a lot of the time, the people who I would confess to in high school, like, they would say no, but I was already friends with them before, and I would stay friends with them after most of the time, so I would just be like, well, nothing really changed. There's no zone I entered or exited. It's just, this is what happens. You know? Have you ever thought about doing piano covers or playing piano for anything on the channel? I've thought about it. I am good at piano, but I don't know. I don't really find enjoyment in playing. So it's probably not something that'll happen for a while at least. It's already tomorrow for me, so I'll be leaving now. Alright, take care, CT. Thank you for sticking around. High school. Yeah, high school was quite the time, Carly. It really was not great. You probably have said this somewhere, but do you have a Twitter and Insta? I think I only know on YouTube. Yes, I do. My handle on both is still Wetson. I'll type it right now for you, just for you. That is my handle for Twitter and Instagram. You all should follow me. Go for it. I also don't post on Instagram like ever, but follow me anyways. Glad you're doing better now. Oh yeah, no, like life is good for sure, Carly. But yeah. I've been just talking about like relationships and stuff, and I haven't really had to deal with that sort of stuff since high school, so that's where most of my experience is coming from. I'm starting to get the Osu Gamer Syndrome. Whenever I see honestly written, I always read it as honesty. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a problem for a while for me. Hold on one second. Okay. Hold on. Do I have a Twitch account? Because I also think I know you on YouTube and Osu. Yes, I do. It's just Will Stetson. There's literally no, Say hi to the roommate for us. That was not my roommate. Yeah, it's just Will Stetson on Twitch. But I haven't been streaming on there for a while. I might go back to it, though. Wait, why am I still on? Oh my god. I just realized I've had OBS open this whole fucking time. Jesus Christ. Whoops. Do you have a YouTube channel? It's fun to read other people's stories here. Yeah, it's good to like connect with the audience at large, you know? That's definitely like one of the benefits to streaming on the platform that I already have people paying attention on. Do I have Kick? No. I do not have Kick. It's almost too chill. I mean, well, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do about that. You're legit on his YouTube channel? Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure they're kidding. Yeah. Alright. How long have we been going for? Like... Oh, almost 2 hours. Holy shit. I might have to end it in a little bit. 2 hours of chill. Yeah, my voice is starting to die a little bit too. Can I get some advice for something? I came out as non-binary, someone who doesn't identify as male or female, but now my family won't call me by they or them. How do I get more confidence in myself? That's rough. Jesus Christ. That is a hard situation. Holy fuck. It scared the shit out of me.
Enjoy your taco laughing face like your streams, even though I usually lurk in chat. Decided to start watching you since Ace left, and I don't regret that decision. Also love these chill streams.
Thank you, Nardo. I appreciate that $3, man, and I hope you stick around. I also hope Ace comes back at some point, but I think he's pretty much done with YouTube now. Like, he really like lost the passion for it a while ago. But it happens, you know. People do lose that pressure, or people do lose that drive. But yeah, Jesus Christ, that pressure is really... Like, how old are you? Because depending on how old you are, the only thing you can really do is, like, you're gonna have to cut your family out, in my opinion. If they're not gonna respect you, it's shitty, but that's the only good thing to do. Oh, good vibes. With the $3, 2 hours already, go get some water. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some water in a little bit. I might have to end stream in a little bit, but yeah. You wish you could donate? It's alright. Don't stress it too hard, Gox. That genuinely freaked me out. I just have to change. I have to change my donation alerts because it's just so loud. It depends on the family. Are they like blatantly ignoring the fact that you're non-binary, or are they trying to follow but just struggling? Yeah, if they're struggling, like, it's just gonna take a while to educate them, and you're just gonna have to be patient. I love you too, Lewis Gamer. Lewis Gamer Cool 23. Thank you, my man. How often do you check your Discord server? I mean, I look at it every day, but I don't type in it very much. If your parents don't do the role property, then to me it's just people with the same blood. Yeah, exactly. Like, you don't have to make someone your family. Just because, like, if they don't support anything you do, I would not say that you're a family. Will you play Osu right now or some other streams? Maybe eventually, but not right now, I don't think. Your stuff cheers me up, dude, and they have been iffy about me coming out. It also doesn't help that I'm pansexual. I see. Yeah, that is... It's tough having family that isn't, like, totally accepting of who you are. You missed almost the entire stream? I'm sorry, Katarina. Well, I mean, hopefully I'll be starting to do them a little bit more. A lot of malice can come from ignorance, though. Yeah, that's also really true. Like, I know a lot of people who have families that just, like, don't understand their sexual preference or their gender identity, and it really does, like, it really takes a toll on them. Your community's so chill and nice. Yeah, I'm happy that people tend to be very accepting here. I'm happy that I don't really have to do much, like, moderation work, which is definitely a plus. In my experience, it took a lot... I can't talk. It took a while for my family to accept that I wasn't their straight cisgender child. Through time and education, they become better, but it's still hit or miss with them. I still think that's a step in the right direction, so maybe with a bit more time, they'll come to accept you a bit more. A tricky situation, but you can't change who you are. Even if your parents don't accept you, there are hundreds of people out there that love you and will welcome you with open arms. Yeah, exactly. Like, there are people out there that support this sort of stuff. There's support groups, there's, like, even just, like, the different people that also have that same gender identity. You just gotta figure out how to find them, which, unfortunately, I'm not the greatest with trying to help for that sort of thing. The audience you attract depends on your character and content, so you've done pretty well at this point. I guess so. I guess I really, like, unwittingly have garnered a very, like, positive audience, which is nice. Very nice to see. Because I know a lot of people who just have, like, audiences that are just full of, like, vitriol and just, like, are, like, tend to be mean. So I'm happy that y'all are very supportive people. Do I say trans rights? I mean, I don't often say it, but I mean, of course I support all people. Like, what it comes down to is, like, people should just be left alone. Everyone deserves their own basic human rights. Did I censor heck? No, definitely not. My parents aren't just ignorant, they're actually hateful. Oh, yeah, that's so shitty. Fuck. Can I dab on stream? It's gonna cost you money, my guy. No. I am not gonna... I do not want gifs of me dabbing out there. I will yeet them out of existence. Oh my god. Your personality seems similar to my manager, but that's a pretty good thing. My manager seems like a very cool guy. And plays a lot of instruments. Nice. Yeah, I only play a couple instruments. I sing, I play piano, and I am very, very bad at guitar. And that's pretty much it. I don't know how I really feel about trans rights and stuff, but it's stupid to be hateful to people for being different. I mean, yeah, I mean, well, ultimately, I think the only good mentality to have is just, like, everyone deserves to be left alone and allowed to live their own lives regardless of, like, I don't know, regardless of their sexual orientation or gender preferences or political beliefs. Ah, Renry Boston with the $5 dab. Alright, well, I guess I have to. Hold on. Thank you for the 5. I have to just... Wait, can I, like... Wait, there we go. If you want to clip it, you can. What do you mean, no? I told him to... I said pay for it? I'll do it. I'm sorry, chat. Why are you saying, oh no? What? It wasn't that bad. Come on. Cut me some slack. Do you know the song Kakarembo? I kind of know it. Sell out? What? Alright, whatever. We're moving on. Here's my mentality. Are you a living being? Do you exist? If you said yes to these two things, then you deserve love and support. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't think that's a hard thing to understand, but some people are just like... It stems from, like, insecurity, I think. Like, a lot of, like, really, like, homophobic people are, like, closeted gay people. It's just how it is. And it's weird. I'll say that. Mad respect, get that bread. Let's go. At least you guys... Alright, see, you guys do understand. You see, I have to pay rent. I have to pay rent somehow. I have to make my money. I didn't notice because you're really small on screen, but you're a good looking dude. Well, thank you, Miller. Women, hit me up. When will you upload your SoundCloud, or do you have Spotify? I don't know. I've really, like, over the years, I've really slacked on uploading to SoundCloud. Like, Spotify is, like, one thing just because you have to have rights to a lot of the music that you upload on Spotify, which I just don't have. But for SoundCloud, it's just pure laziness. And also because it's not, like, I don't think SoundCloud is that big of a platform for me specifically. U2s? What is U2s? The people who do make me mad are the people who are like, identify as a dog, because that seems kind of insulting. I mean, yeah, that's kind of just like, it just makes fun of the people who actually have like gender dysphoria, which I don't like. I have to get my money, and thus the OnlyFans was made. Yeah, no, I'm not. God, do dudes have OnlyFans? I've never seen one. Like, legitimate, like, I don't even know if that's insensitive for me to ask, but I've never seen a dude have an OnlyFans. That's not, like, a thing. They do? Wow, no way. How much longer is the stream gonna be? Not much longer, I don't think. You would pay for my OnlyFans? Oh my god. I am not doing an OnlyFans. I'm sorry, that is where I draw the line. What the hell is OnlyFans, and do I want to know? OnlyFans is basically just like, from what I've seen, it's a place where streamers can post their lewds and their nudes, and their viewers will pay for it. Like, sometimes exorbitant amounts of money, but that's pretty much what it is. Your voice is so soothing in your music, and even when you talk, not being creepy or anything, but your covers are damn good. Thank you. I appreciate that, Will. What the hell? I mean, like, it's not even what the hell. Honestly, as far as I'm concerned, like, make the money. Like, it's... I think most people are, like... If they have the sexual appeal, there's no reason not to do it. Like, take control of your own body. But, like, I'm not doing that. I am not attractive enough to make an OnlyFans. I also think that I would get clowned to shit for making one, so I don't intend to do it. If men can be porn stars, no reason if they can't have an OnlyFans. Just hard for them to find success. Yeah, I guess you're probably right. I only say that because I've never seen one. Belle Delphine bathwater. Yeah, that was a good social honestly, she's a genius. Like, you can't deny it. She's so smart with her money making. A Patreon but with a camera and naked bodies. Yeah, no, it really is. That's actually exactly what it is. Yes. Yeah, like you can't deny that Belle Delphine is smart. She can probably live for the rest of her life on the money that she's made just from, like, I don't know, clowning around like half naked. Smart with her money making, maybe not so much with lyrics. I mean, I don't know. I don't watch her content, so I'm not really sure. Sad but true? I don't even think it's sad. Like, it's just profiting off of, like, horny dudes that, I don't know, that have too much money, I guess. I don't really see an issue with that. Just came back to Stetson bathwater. Yeah, I'm not going to be selling my bathwater. I'm sorry, guys. It's The Simps? I mean, yeah, I don't like that word, though. Simps is just like a... It's lost all its meaning now, at this point. It just means, like, I see dudes, like, have normal interaction with their friends that are girls on Twitter, and they'll get, like, 20 replies calling them a simp, and I'm just like, you just don't know what this means, then, if you're calling them a simp. It's just dumb. when iDubbbz got called a simp, it lost its meaning. I think it was even before that, honestly. Yes, I do agree that it did have just no meaning there, but it was actually just stupid there. Because it's like, it is his girlfriend. She wanted to do something, and he said, sure, that's fine. Making money, making good money, like, there's... I think that's the opposite of being a simp. Like, those dudes are getting hustled. Because I'm sure that a lot of those people who were calling him a simp also paid for the nudes. Like, they definitely did. It's just it's how the world works, you know? That's literally just elementary kids who make fun of others for playing with the opposite gen. Yeah, no, that's true. It is true. Hot take, iDubbbz is a pimp, not a simp. Yeah, no, that's really, like, true. He really did, like, pimp his girlfriend out. With her consent, obviously. I don't think it was a bad decision. But, like, his fan base is so, like, inherently misogynistic that they just think it's like, wow, you let a girl, like, do a thing that allows her to, like, improve her self-body image and make money while doing it. Like, you're a simp. It's, like, pretty whack, honestly. Do I watch anime? Not often, but I don't dislike it. I just don't have the time to watch it. Oh my god. Fuck. Alright. Someone help me, you're trying to donate. I mean, what are you trying to do? Kind of want to make some black rice for dinner. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, nothing's wrong. I'm just really tired for some reason. I don't know why, because I woke up at like 10 a.m. I haven't been awake for that long. Ugh. You should watch a really short 12 episode or something. Doesn't take any dedication, so you can watch it when you want. Yeah, I might. This is my first time using Streamlabs. You can't find the username. Oh, that's probably because it's through Twitch. Fuck, that's probably why it hasn't been working. Man, I really need to get that organized. I've just been using the same Streamlabs link that I've been using through Twitch. That's probably why I haven't been getting donations through it. Well, it happens. I guess I'm gonna have to fix that for next stream. Watch Haikyuu? I actually have watched Haikyuu. It was pretty good. But yeah, alright. My voice is starting to die, and it's been like over 2 hours. I think I'm gonna end stream now. This was a fun time, though. And I'm glad that we got to help some people out. It felt so short. I mean, it's longer than I normally do. I normally do like an hour and then some. But yeah, I'm gonna get going now. Thank you all for sticking around. 100K soon. Probably within the next week, I'll be doing a karaoke stream to sort of like commemorate having 100K. I'll announce it on Twitter and all that shit. Thank you for all the donations as well. I do appreciate that a lot. And is there anything else to talk about? I don't think so. Oh, actually, never mind. This is a secret. I'll talk about it later. And yeah, I am gonna get going now. Goodbye. Thank you all for stopping by. Take care.